continues to march. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Defense is coming after him. The pass is off target and hit as he flew as the third down pressure worked. So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. And he's made it from 50 yards out, showing off the deep range. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Time is running out before halftime. They cut into this now two-possession lead. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught on the outside. It's Finley. Finally out of bounds after a solid game. But there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. Well, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. Well, we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
Grab down the middle. It's Hale. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They're not going to get him. Touchdown. Tie.
I love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he knocks through the PAT. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He tackled at the 17. Strong job on the coverage team. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
That's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
It's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Third down after that running play. Scanning the field, it's Barber. Catch made on the left side. Not much after the catch, but it was good enough for a first down. He'll hand it off. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Now it's 2nd down here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That one moves the ball across the 40. Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41, and they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
I don't know if there's much more he could have done on that play. Sometimes it's not necessarily a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. It's the defense just does a nice job on the line of scrimmage, and they make a play.
A running play called on 4th down. He has first down yardage at the 46. The running play gives the offense fresh set of downs. And the single back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Second down, we're going to throw it. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break, but that ball's not intercepted.
When he hit it just as he releases the ball, it's incomplete. The Golden Gophers will have to punt this one away. Oh, it landed at the 7 and bounced into the end zone for a touchback. So it's first down, but then just kneel down before halftime here. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, we wonder all week what this matchup would look like. So much at stake in this win-or-go-home game, and we've been treated to a fabulous first 2 quarters of playoff football. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
And the Golden Gophers will kick this away to get the second half going. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So here comes the Alabama offense back on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Receiver makes the catch. That'll pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense edge to it.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And a huge gain. They finally bring him down at the 11. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got it near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Fields it just outside the goal line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in the last possession. Handoff from the shotgun. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Looking to pass. It's Barber. Finds his target, and it's complete. Tackled at the 35, good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
The back's got it. The Golden Gophers pick up enough for a first down here.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
First down, looking to throw the ball. They get the completion. They bring him down, but the game moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43. And the Golden Gophers lining up here on 1st and 10. They'll run it here. The tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
They're going to run it. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Now this is the 8th play on this drive. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Pass caught. Making people miss. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal.
In this game, already a couple touchdowns. Now they need the first down. They dial him up again, and he delivers.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. And second down and goal now for this offense. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it in the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And the defense wraps him up.
Well, the defense wasn't able to keep these guys out of the end zone for that touchdown, but a good job of bouncing back with a short memory and making that stop and keeping that two-point conversion out.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's second and 3.
First, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room until the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. You get him down at the 41, but that's good enough for a first down.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Looking for a gap. It's Young. Picks up 3 yards, so second and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on first and 10.
Looking to pass here on second down. And the pass is hauled in over the middle. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his second catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. And then first down, they go right back to him. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. First and 10 play coming up.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or you can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Second down after that previous play. The motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Looking for his big tight end. It's hot downfield. Tackle made after a big gain. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Trying to run it. It's Young. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
To be honest with you, I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to move
All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama. So with all-out pressure, the offense executes a long, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
They'll try to run this one in. And tackled there by the defense.
A great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the two-point try.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Return begins inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. Can they keep it going? Makes the run pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Back to pass. It's Barber. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They've got him, but not before making first down yards. They move the ball to 41. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain. And it's Minnesota in front here, sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats where we have a chance. As we head to the fourth, we could be in store for a classic finish. The spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Inside give now from the shotgun. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, with the lead here, this is where you want to just take your time. The defense, as we know, they are looking to do anything they can to create an aggressive play to try to create a turnover. So you got to work that clock, but also protect the football. I'm sure the coach right now is preaching to all his guys and reminding them about ball security at this point in the game.
The Golden Gophers line up on 1st and 10 now.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route.
Looking to make a big play downfield. Good shot, caught out of the 15. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
That is great arm strength. This quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
And the Golden Gophers are in the red zone. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Near the goal line. Bring him down short of the goal line, but it's first and goal from the 2. For the offense, a chance to extend the lead, but more importantly, milk the clock here late in the game. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display. That's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
And now they go for a 2-point conversion. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he finds his way into the end zone. That moves the lead up to 10. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Now he comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Caught behind the line. It's Young. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Hey, you're down by a couple possessions late in the game. That's exactly how you want to start see what they can do with it after that nice game.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Young. And he's brought down, but they move backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Discipline of this defense here on second down. You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's the...
And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
Get into this big a game on this kind of stage in the second half and you're trailing, you just cannot afford to put the ball on the ground. The defense is attacking, trying to get the ball out. They do. Ball's on the ground, and this could be the end of the game.
Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He shreds the tackle.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
On third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. The tackle is made, but the gain sends the offense a first and goal from the 9.
I love it. Third down, the way this back is running, just keep feeding him the football, and he's going to come through for you. And he does here at a critical moment in this football game in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Great job by the running back is staying inbounds to continue to work that clock. Working here in the fourth quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up.
Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Gophers.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They are really in a hole here, and that turnover in the last possession did not help. He's running out of time here. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush to sack. Alabama comes up with the line quickly.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. And they stop it, but not before an explosive play. Moves the ball all the way to the 32.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. They never count these guys out.
Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football. Important second down play coming up. Back to throw again. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up a third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. He's looking deep here. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the team.
And is intercepted. After a short return, he's tackled at the 18. What an enormous takeaway by this defense.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Tackle made after a solid game. They spot the ball for 31.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, especially in this fourth quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Second down after that run on the previous play. Going with the old counter run here. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Well, another nice run by this running back, and he's well over 100 yards now in the game. A big part of the reason that they're going to win this football game and advance to the next round.
And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. Let's come up to the line in a hurry up. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. Nope, he is stopped short. The defense gets a turnover on downs, desperate to try to cut into this lead. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. After the big gain, the offense obviously declines the penalty. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Delivers from the pocket complete over the middle. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Alabama.
Man, that's his second touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball in. This guy can make a play on it, and he's got 2 on the board.
After not right through. I believe they're lining up to attempt a onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. So this game is not over yet. The score just got a little bit tighter. How will they play it? How aggressive in the play call? Test the middle there, but get nothing. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Second down play coming up for this offense. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Crucial third down play right here. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Hold it. Offense.
Holding penalties can be an ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. It's third down for the offense. Handoff to the back. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Here we go, fourth down. They'll try to run for it. Tackle to the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down. They go big Gophers. Come to the line to set a first set of downs. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.